You don't have to do this, you know. She looked down, tears welling up in her puffy, bloodshot eyes. We can work this out. A small sob escaped her lips. She mentally cursed herself. He stared vacantly back at her, no traces of emotion to be found in his cold eyes. He did have to do this. They couldn't work it out. He'd made his decision and nothing would change that. After everything we've been through, and this is how you want to end it?
I don't have a choice.
She wanted to scream at him, shake him, snap him out of it. 3 years and he had just so easily put it behind him as if it were nothing. She needed him, but he was so harsh and distant now. Every time she tried to get closer to him, he moved away. He sighed.
You know I don't have a choice. We can't make this work.
You can't say that. Please don't give up. Please. Tears were flooding over her cheeks as she desperately begged him to reconsider. A shuffling outside and a slow, loud, deliberate scraping on the door distracted them both from the conversation.
I don't have time to argue about this anymore.
He stood up and walked towards the window. It was almost dark outside. Panic briefly lit up her face, then she sighed and looked down. He was right. She knew he was right, but she was terrified. She didn't want to be forgotten, but she didn't want to hold him back either. Okay, do it. She stood up slowly and limped towards him. Blood and pus oozed from the bite wound on her hip. He smiled painfully at her.
This was the last thing I wanted to do, but I don't think either of us are prepared for that.
He motioned towards the now rattling door, the scraping becoming louder and more desperate with every passing second. He picked up his pistol and pressed it lightly against the back of her head.
I'm sorry.
Me too.